Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Los Angeles Angels vs Detroit Tigers, Seattle Mariners vs Texas Rangers, Baltimore Orioles vs Tampa Bay Rays, Oakland Athletics vs Chicago White Sox, and Houston Astros vs Kansas City Royals, which are happening on Thursday, August 19, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, over and under predictions on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Los Angeles Angels vs Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers have been a decent offensive team this season, as they are 19th in the majors with a .707 OPS so far. This team is scoring runs at a good clip, as they are scoring 4.38 runs per game throughout the season. Detroit has been hitting at a decent clip, as it has a .240, .313, .393 line with 4.13 runs per game in their 61 home games this season. Third baseman Jeimer Candelario has been doing pretty well offensively, as he has a .788 OPS with 9 home runs and 44 RBI this season. If the Tigers can figure out how to score some runs, they will be in a good spot here. The Angels are 60-61 on the season, 4th in the AL West, and 8.5 games out of a wild card spot, which means the Angels will likely miss the playoffs for the 7th consecutive season. Los Angeles has been an above-average offensive team, ranking 14th scoring, 4.5 runs per game, 7th with a .250 batting average, and 12th with 149 home runs. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 9. Seattle Mariners vs Texas Rangers. Spencer Howard struck out 3 batters over 3 scoreless innings with 2 hits and no walks allowed in a no decision against these same Mariners on Wednesday. Howard has been limited to short outings this season, but was impressive in his second start for the Rangers. According to basabalsavant.com, he generated 6 whiffs and tossed 26 of 44 pitches for strikes to strike out 3 batters and keep the Mariners off the board. The 25-year-old right-hander has a 5.61 ERA, 1.46 whip, and 37 strikeouts over 33 innings, and will face the M's again on Thursday. After dropping 8 runs in the finale to the Toronto Blue Jays last weekend, the Mariners were back on their impressive defensive run by holding the Rangers to only 1 run in Tuesday's opener. One of the players at the center of that resurgence has been replacement first baseman Ty France. No one in Seattle is looking at him as a mere backup behind the injured Evan White. Quite the contrary, the Mariners could be looking at a future defensive star on the rise. His fielding percentage leading into the opener with 536 innings of work was sitting at 1.000. So no, this version of France is no mere backup. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 8.5. Baltimore Orioles vs Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays played well over the past week, and they've won 4 of their last 6 games. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Orioles, which will give them their 5th win in their last 7 games and increase their lead in the AL East standings. Tampa Bay is averaging 5.23 runs per game. Their .237 batting average is 20th in the league. Their .317 on-base percentage is 15th, while their .421 slugging percentage is 9th. THERAs will have Shane McClanahan on the hill for the finale. McClanahan was effective once again in his latest effort, yielding 3 runs, 2 earned, in 5.1 innings against the Twins, and came away with the win to lift his record to 7-4. The southpaw is having a fantastic rookie season, holding his opponent to 2 or fewer runs in 5 out of his last 6 performances, and features a 3.73 ERA and a 1.29 whip in 89.1 innings. McClanahan has conceded 4 runs in his 2 outings spread across 12 innings against the Orioles this season. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 8.5. Quick reminder, you can get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on our partner sportsbook BetUS after you open an account using our link down below and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES when making your deposit. Oakland Athletics vs Chicago White Sox. Perhaps the only silver lining is the fact that the Houston Astros are struggling as well. However, the other side to that argument is the A's are missing out on a legitimate opportunity to overtake the AL West division. They need to start putting wins together, and that should start with a big night on the mound from Cole Irvin on Thursday. The 27-year-old lefty is throwing a 3.52 ERA with a 1.18 WHIP following a loss to the Rangers. So this will be his opportunity at a bounce-back game against a streaky White Sox offense averaging 5.09 runs per game. Considering the offensive struggles we've seen from the A's in recent outings, they can't afford a bad showing from Irvin or the rest of the bullpen for that matter. Dylan Cease is expected to get the start for this game on the mound. He has a 9-6 record this season with a 4.04 ERA and 124 IP. Dylan is having a good season on the mound and has gotten a lot of run support. What has been impressive for him, however, is his aggressiveness and confidence presented in his 165 Ks this season. In his most recent game, he pitched 5 innings, allowing 3 earned runs with 6 Ks. His aggressive style is paying off for him this season, and the team loves to see it. If Irvin struggled against the Rangers, he's going to have his hands full with a White Sox offense, boasting a .251 batting average and .752 OPS. It's the number 7 ranked run-scoring offense in the league, which could signal another long night for the A's. My betting advice for that game is to pick under 9. Houston Astros versus Kansas City Royals. The Royals are having a season to forget with the worst record in their division. Part of the reason for their struggles has been their pitching falling apart, with Mike Minor, in particular, allowing 83 runs in 24 starts. Moreover, Minor is allowing a .440 expected opponent slugging percentage and a 4.36 expected opponent ERA, as the opposing lineups are making hard contact and swinging for the fences once they connect off Minor's pitches. Houston dropped their 3rd straight game as they were shut down by a rookie arm for the Royals Tuesday night. The Astros entered Wednesday holding a 2.5 game advantage over the A's for the top spot in the AL West race. On Tuesday night, Houston finished with only 4 hits with Jake Meyers, recording 2 of them. Carlos Correa drove in the lone run for the Astros with a RBI single in the 3rd inning. Framber Valdez, 8-4, turned in a quality start but was saddled with a loss on the mound. He threw 6.2 innings, allowing 3 runs on 9 hits with 1 walk and 5 strikeouts before departing. While Salvador Perez has 30 home runs and a .514 slugging percentage with Carlos Santana, adding 17 home runs, the rest of the lineup has struggled and only gotten worse since the trade deadline. Only 4 batters in the active lineup have 10 home runs or more this season, while Perez has been the only batter this season with an OPS plus of 100 or higher, making the Royals lineup an easy one for pitchers to eliminate, with one of the worst backends of the lineup in the MLB. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 9. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.